No, I wouldn't say you look old. I mean, age is just a number anyway, and besides, what matters most is the memories we've made together. Wrinkles? No, I mean, maybe a few swirl marks. You look short and fat. Well, yeah, but isn't that kind of the point? You're lowered on 034 lowering springs, and you're rolling on 034 ZTF flow-formed wheels. You're supposed to look short and fat. You're watching Midlife Mods. Well, I've passed the 40,000 mile mark on my Audi S4. And this 2022 Audi S4 has been juiced up so hard, it's basically a middle finger to factory warranties.
How dare you!
This isn't your mom's grocery getter. This is a sleeper that'll make your grandma clutch her pearls and your Tesla driving neighbor cry into his kale smoothie. I love how unassuming the car looks from the outside, but unlike a Miss Universe contestant, I care what's on the inside too.
And I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa.
Now this car is especially high quality, even for a base trim. I get Alcantara with cross stitching on the seats, carbon fiber trim, Alcantara and carbon on the doors, a sunroof, and more. I love the real quad exhaust tips that will, yes, pass Matt Watson's stick of truth test. These are real.
I have the Carlisle stick of truth. Look at this. Oh yes. Yes, look at that. There are no fake exhaust or vents on this car.
So let's start off with the basics. This S4 started life as a gentleman's sports sedan, 3.0 liter V6 turbo, pumping out about 350 horsepower with the Quattro all-wheel drive system, Alcantara seats that I just can't stop stroking, and then some lads at 034 Motorsport said, nah, let's turn this thing into a street legal missile.
Give my creation!
We're talking competition intercooler up front, strut brace, lowering springs all around, two-piece rotors all around, stainless steel brake lines, 8-piston calipers up front, upper control arms, transmission mount and insert, drive shaft carrier, sway bar and end links in the rear, stage 1 ECU and stage 2 TCU tune, ignition coils, a 034 Motorsport cold air intake, and a 034 Motorsport super duper turbo inlet. And it's running on E85 ethanol, because who needs pump gas when you can flex on corn juice and get 500 ponies? That's right. 40,000 miles with this beast has been mostly worry-free, but it hasn't been completely without its Audi problems. But first, I'd like to thank the sponsor of this video, author Michael Scott Earl. Michael Scott Earl has authored a variety of best-selling men's fantasy sci-fi novels, and most recently released book 10 in his Tamer, King of Dinosaurs series. I just finished book 9 in this series, and trust me when I say it's full of action, adventure, humor, and hot alien babes. And if you don't have time to read because you're always so busy driving, like me, that's okay. You can get all his books in audio format, and they are performed by some of the best actors in the industry. So head to michaelscottearl.com today and check out his Tamer, King of Dinosaurs series before they go extinct. I've had a few warranty issues addressed by the dealership, such as a new thermostat, a seatbelt sensor, and an Audi Presense crash detection warning issue. But other than that, there's been no issues. Now the 034 Motorsport mods, they're holding up like champs. No issues. This thing's been thrashed harder than a rental Mustang at Cars and Coffee. In fact, I placed 11th out of 21 at Global Time Attack World Finals at Buttonwillow Raceway Park. And that was in street class. And trust me when I say street class is a term used lightly. I was up against race spec cars, and this thing held its own. And here's the fun part. This thing launches. 0 to 60, kiss your soul goodbye in about 3.5 seconds. The Quattro grips like a clingy X, and the 500 horsepower hits you in the chest like a sledgehammer. The E85 gives it this raw, unhinged edge, smells like a distillery, and runs like a bat out of hell. Corners? Oh, it carves them up like a Thanksgiving turkey. With all those 034 goodies such as sway bar, lowering springs, and the ZTF Flowform wheels, which are on 265, 35, 19 Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, this thing is stickier than a toddler with a lollipop. Downsides? Yeah, I guess there's a couple. Fuel economy isn't great, but E85 fuel is really cheap. I change the oil about every 5 to 10,000 miles, and I've changed the spark plugs twice. But here's the kicker. 40,000 miles in, and this S4 isn't just surviving, it's thriving. Most cars would have tapped out with the punishment I've put this thing through.
Oh, good save.
But this thing is built like a tank and tuned like a psychopath. It's the perfect mix of luxury and lunacy. You can daily it, as I do. The AC is nice and cool, the seats are comfortable and massaging, the infotainment system is slick, but then you mash the gas and you're like, oh yeah, I'm piloting a freaking rocket. Now let's talk practicality. In terms of trunk space, you can fit a lot in here. There's a lot of... Seriously? Why are you guys always in my trunk? It's big enough to fit the CSF radiator, which is the next upgrade on my car. I just got this from 034 Motorsport, and it's gonna be going on before my next track day. So who's this car for? The dude who wants to flex at the stoplight, smoke ricers, and still roll up to date night looking classy. Is it worth it? Hell yeah. 500 horsepower of E85 insanity, 40,000 miles later, it's still a savage. Subscribe for more car chaos and tell me in the comments, what's the wildest modded ride you've ever driven? Thank you for watching Midlife Mods.